Hey, beautiful people, and welcome back to Life and Biz Unfiltered. Now, if you've ever tried to juggle work, life, family, and that thing called balance, then this one's for you because let's be real. Balance is probably the most overused, guilt-inducing word in business.
Love that.
Because we're told to have it all, but no one tells us how to hold it all without really dropping ourselves in the process.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Monday wisdom there, Shweta.
Today, it's about bursting that myth when it comes to balance, about how harmony and really finding that peace could probably be the new hustle. Audrey, let's start with a big question. Why do you think balance doesn't actually work for entrepreneurs?
My experience and from my historically, what I have noticed from working with so many business owners is if you more gravitate towards balance, chances are you will achieve half-hearted results in all areas of life. So if you were to look at balance in at work, can you really split the time between your two kids or your wife and parents and husband? Can you then make justice to your work when it requires the most attention? So especially in business world, I'm unsure if you really begin to look at like it's like a north star. If you look at balance as your north star that is taking you towards success, then you're potentially never going to achieve it and never achieve success. That's again my personal opinion.
Wow, I love what you said because balance assumes that everything gets equal attention. But in real
What
life,
balance
especially
means,
for
right?
business owners, things move in seasons. I know that we've
Yeah.
had winter for way too long in Melbourne here, but well, some seasons you're probably in launch mode, full gung ho, and maybe other seasons you're in healing mode. And it's not about, what do you say, equal effort, but it's probably about intentional focus.
Love that. Yeah, intentional focus. Because if you then look at what phase it is, like as you said, right? Winter, summer, spring, autumn. And business also goes through that, right? There is the winter of the business where it's all things are cold and nothing's moving, and then you need more fuel to keep you warm. So then you need to focus into it, right? But then that may mean that it starts shifting personal life because you're focusing so much on your business that your personal relationships felt like they're not getting the focus or attention that they deserve. So communication plays a big role in all of this and understanding and having people in your team or your family aligned to where you're taking this. Because if your family is not aligned, then it can lead into a very miserable time because you're constantly fighting, and that fight and flight mode will take over your life, right? Wow.
That is so true. I think I can probably resonate with that because when I became a mom and I still wanted to grow our business and balance really felt like a setup for failure because what I learned was to create harmony where life and work, they don't move together, uh, and they're not moving against each other.
Yeah.
And I think it's that. So yeah, balance is definitely a myth. And I find that word very challenging to listen to even.
And that's the same with our clients, right? Like you see some of them really, really focused onto business, and then life affects them in their personal lives, and then oops, let's focus there. And then again, the business has taken a downturn because all your focus, and especially small business owners, because they are the single point of failure in business at certain stage of their business. As they grow, they have a good team, it's complete different ball game. But until they are able to set that up, It's a lot of fuel that goes into the business, but that doesn't mean you compromise on your business dream. It could lead to a beautiful life ahead, but those initial years are so challenging, right? Like we have experienced that, and it's like tears of blood, literally. Like it's you cry to sleep, you wake up scared, and you every little complaint or some discussion feels like, oh my God, am I not cut for it? Should I just give up on this? And it's all this fears game until you start to begin to recognize that we need to go away from that balance approach, but really go into learning and growth. So when you align towards that, what is this feedback? What is it telling me? Where can I grow? How can I build better relationships? How can I build a better business? How can I hire better people? So that's my take on it.
Fabulous. Well, balance is a myth, guys. So if you're listening, it's harmony. So that is how we're going to get
So let me
sustainable.
ask you a question, Shweta.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, but let me ask you a question since we're talking about it. Tell me one moment in your life where you found extremely hard to actually move forward with in life and just feeling stuck, like really, really stuck.
Well, when we started the business, I think, started into business mode, and we had to do everything ourselves. And I was like so stuck because I remember it was 36 classes a week, really cold winter. And one fine day, our PT decided she's just going to quit. And we had one PT at the time, and I was the other person. And I felt like this is the end of the world. Like,
Oh,
really,
you've lost your voice, and we
it
didn't
was.
have any mic or speaker system, and wow, the cafe, the sales, the calls, 100 calls a day, and
And then at the end of the day, we still have to, sanitize the whole place and see to it everything's spick and span and clean. And it's a gym. So,
yeah,
yeah, I remember
wow,
stuck everywhere,
that
not able to think, not able to really even cook the food to eat dinner,
yeah.
breakfast.
I think I remember that time when we lived in the gym, but we never could exercise.
Yeah, true.
Literally, it was behind, and then we couldn't walk there and exercise because there was so much to do. I can't believe we're still stuck and like we're on the business journey. Like, wow, that is resilience.
Think it is about asking what that means. It's asking how can my business serve my life and not really steal from it. And I think that's how we continuously became persistent and resilient because we were probably asking ourselves better questions like, is this it? No, this is not the end. So away from here. And I am so glad that I had a soundboard. I don't know what I'd have done without you, Audrey. So that's
I,
why when I talk to clients, I always tell them, I was like, you have the best sounding board in the world. Please utilize it.
I think I know, right? Like I remember something hitting a block and then like, Shweta, what do you think? And you're like, I will get through this. And I don't know, there was no solution, but I just hung on to that word. It's like, we'll get through this. I'm like, okay, we'll find a way.
Absolutely.
And
So if balance is about managing time, I think harmony will be about managing energy.
wow, you're very wise today. I call you the
So
wise person, but you're very wise today.
I think you break it down very well with the SOCO framework because you're talking about the CHO and CVO, and I'll probably let you speak.
So the eight hats in business, right? And it's so important. Like I wish I had this like a little that wheel that the what is it called? That thing where you the lucky draw
Parameter.
wheel. It like have those eight hats in there and just like let they magically tell you when you wake up in the morning. It's like, oh, you need to focus on the CFO hat. Your finances are not in order, and then after an hour or so, it will like magically change its pointer to say, operations is a problem right now, baby. Let's focus on the operations. So as a business owner, we need to wear so many hats. And again, it's about balance in business, right? You can't let only the operations go. But again, can you really have balance? Maybe not. Because in some stage of business, your operations take priority. And you can't give equal time to all different areas like your vision, your operations, your technology, your sales, your marketing, your health, so many different people, so many areas of your life, right? Or your business. And you can't give attention to all of them. But really knowing which hat deserves your focus right now. And that's why when they say the success habits of setting your day, setting up your week, how can we focus on the what that matters this week? How can we focus on what matters today? Can help you to navigate through the storm and never let you like off the kind of the course or whatever, to really stay afloat. Sometimes it is about staying afloat through the
Yes.
storm.
Yes. Oh my God. I wish I had the big circle now. How magical
I
would it
know,
be?
right? Can we
The
do that?
future. Focus. Shweta, today you're the CBO. Today you're the CEO.
I wish I
Love
can.
that.
I think I've gotten some ideas from this. I love it. I'm gonna do that. I'll do a little wheel. Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, because sometimes I think we just get exhausted, and when we are exhausted, our vision gets so blurry, and we are like, "Ah, now what? Tell me, somebody, tell me what is it? Now what do I do?"
Yeah. But again, it's asking the better questions, right? Not giving up. Because you can ask now, what do I do? Or you can ask, I'm not meant for this.
Mm,
There are two different sides to it. So if you're asking, what can I do? Then you'll get better answers. Instead of asking, is this the end of it? Then you will get the answer to that. Maybe yes. Because
okay.
if that's the question you're asking, then probably it is the end of it.
Ouch. Yeah, no, this is not the end. It's always a new beginning.
And
Always
as
learning and growth, as Audrey says.
and you know how Tony Robbins says that it's so simple when he says it. But when you truly understand the extent of it, that we as humans are meaning making machines. We give meaning to everything we do,
Mm,
right? And the questions that you ask will determine the quality of your life. These two have been recently on the top of my mind, and I've been having a few conflicts because of that. But because if you ask wrong questions, I'm getting pissed. And because I care, like, if anyone asks me a wrong question, it's like, don't ask such questions. Ask better questions. Ask because you're going to get a better answer towards it, and that will help you to determine a better life from it, right? And I'm understanding this after several years on a very, very deeper level, and I wish everyone does. I was just we were yesterday promotion and we're podcasting for Melbourne Vibing out there, and I heard one of the person says, I am dead. And it boiled my blood when they said that. Like, don't you dare say such like debilitating language, because you're not dead, you're alive, and there is still opportunity because you're alive. So instead of looking at balance, instead of looking at harmony, always look at the opportunity, always ask better questions that will get you to a better answer, and that will help you to thrive. I think that's my wisdom for the day.
which is amazing. And I think it's probably the way that we look at things as well. So when I say harmony, I probably mean taking the permission to rest, permission to say no, and to redefine what success truly means to you. Because the hustle culture always talks to us about hustle, 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 and probably it leaves very less room for us to rest and recover.
Correct.
So really finding that alignment between values, energy, and vision is what harmony truly means to me.
And it's making peace with where you are, right? I read yesterday a post somewhere, and I'm getting a little bit more into spirituality lately, and I read a post somewhere which says you are at the right place. You were, and then it's just like it hit me really deep. It's like, sometimes it brings in anxiety to know that I imagine this, I envision this, I wish I was here, I wish I had that, I wish I had the liberty to do this, travel, etc., etc. And that sentence just brought in so much peace. It's like you're exactly where you need to be. And from here, you can decide where you want to go. So that's again such a strong statement, powerful statement to know that there is no regret. You have the power now to change everything in the future. But wherever you are, it's exactly where you need to be.
Well, as you mentioned in the last episode, you're always positively delirious.
Delirious
However,
positive.
there's other people who might be watching this and be like, I do not want to be here. And now is your opportunity to shift from wherever you are to where you want to be.
Yeah, it's a
So
choice.
let's get in there. Let's talk unfiltered. Audrey, when, because I know you asked me about my moment when I felt completely gone. When was a moment where you felt completely lost or you've lost balance, if I may say?
Oh, well, it's actually already making me a bit emotional. I was just talking about it yesterday. I remember a point. I mean, I've had a few different like a lot of experience in the hospital with my both my parents, but I think this one, probably due to trauma or whatever, I had completely masked it or forgotten about it. And it came to my mind yesterday, and I was talking to my partner about it. This was the time when dad was in the hospital. He had a stroke, and they later discovered that it was his windpipe and food pipe. And there was a point in time when the doctor said that they could potentially get some medicine. I was supposed to get all these expensive medicines from Dubai, and when they were flown to Madras and pay big bucks and stuff like that to get the cure for his lungs because all the food was being pushed into his lungs. And the path forward he suggested was that if these medicines were able to cure his lungs, then the next step would be to put pipes into his stomach so that the food and water is going through the pipes and he will never be able to eat. And he will live, but the pipes are the only way for him to stay alive. He will never be able to eat. And I was alone there with him, and I just sat there. And it just like food plays such an important part of celebration, of love, of everything. And I just sat there completely lost. Like, is that the life I want for dad? And then you were heavily pregnant then. And I'm like, can I leave him like that and come? And he was just so miserable that I didn't even know what to ask God for, right? And it's making me very emotional, but I didn't know what to ask for. Like, I know that's the way to cure, but is that cure the best cure for him? And if he cures, then what happens? Am I supposed to stay back here or go? And I think that's when I sat there in a void, not knowing, just let the world decide, the God decide, whoever decides. So yeah, that I think that moment was probably the hardest. And I didn't know what was balance. I didn't know what was direction. I didn't know what I meant to do. But yeah, so life throws at you certain challenges, and be it a business owner, be it anything. I think it's then deciding sometimes to go with the flow and let the universe take its action, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. And it's probably a moment where, you probably had conversations within yourselves so many times.
It was, yeah, it was.
Well, just listening to you, I feel like harmony begins when you listen instead of push.
I think that's when I learned too that it's let go.
Mm.
Just surrender. Just surrender. Let's see what comes. Just surrender.
Yes, creating harmony. You breathe.
And do your best, though, asking better questions. Do your best in your absolute capacity. Don't sit on the bed. My mom's it's in Marathi language, but never sell माझा हरी तर देईल खाटल्यावरी. I often talk about it. Like if there is a God, he will give me. Nah, just just like move, make the choices, the right choices for your life that are courageous, that will take you towards your vision. Don't compromise, but also surrender when you see that there is just nothing taking you forward, then surrender to the course of the universe.
I think one thing I absolutely admire about you is how you're so vulnerable and so out there. And when you share, like it shows. There's tears coming, your face is streaming hot, and you will still continue to talk and still
Mm.
talk about growth. And I
Oh,
love that. I think that's very, very important and essential because there's so many people who talk about being authentic and being your true selves, but there's very little people who are able to do that and inspire others as they do that. So
and that's
thank you
why it's
very
raw, right? Life and biz unfiltered.
much. Okay, talking about role, let's get into some hot and unfiltered truths. So trend one is about hustle culture, Audrey. So what do you think about hustle culture? Is it dead? Is it evolving?
I think hustle these days with AI has a new term. I think it's learning to adapt.
Mhm.
Hustling to adapt, the fastest will grow. Because hustle is considered, according to me, right? Hustle is like go, 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 go. But it's actually learn, 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 learn to be better, learn to be better, learn to be better. That's my take on it. How about you?
Yes, I think hustle is still necessary, but it's probably shifting from burnout hustle to probably being more purposeful. Like talk about progression, but not pressure.
Yeah.
Mm. So yeah, well, we're going to continue to hustle in our own wonderful ways. Other trend that everyone's been talking about is soft life. Everyone's talking about it on social media,
Mhm.
as in having a soft life.
What is a
What's
soft life?
your
Tell
take?
me.
Sorry.
What is a soft life? Tell me.
So
I don't
it,
know. I haven't seen it.
I think it's talking about, oh, there's so much happening in the world. Just live a soft life. So, what does soft life mean? I think everyone has their own definition of having a soft life. And clearly, they're choosing it away from hustle. As you said, we are all meaning making machines. We are all making our own meanings out of words that we
Oh,
hear.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, what does it mean? We don't like anything soft, so.
Well, sure. I hope this is not a PG-15 plus rated. But yes. What
Oh,
comes to your mind when you hear the word soft life? And is that something that you
for me,
want?
the meaning I make from it is like, oh, just be chilled and just live soft, relax. Well,
Hmm.
no, no. Anyone who knows me, I can't align with that. Sometimes feel I find reasons to make it hard, but yeah, I'm making
Well,
peace with that.
I probably would not agree with that statement because I actually like that term, having a soft life. And I think soft could mean a lot of different things, but
Exactly.
I
It's
think
it's a
it's
meaning you give.
choosing, yeah. It's like if you're choosing peace without the guilt, for me, that is living a soft life. Because otherwise, when I'm in a go, go, go mode, sometimes I feel like there's so many things that I'm guilty about.
Mm.
But then, like more often being a mom. But soft doesn't mean passive because that's not us at all. I think it's more being firm on what matters to us, but being flexible on what doesn't matter and being okay with that.
I like that perspective.
So that's my perspective on soft life. Let's just go with that for now.
I thought about creme brulee for some reason.
Ouch.
It's playing on my mind for a while. So maybe when you
Creme
said
brulee.
so,
Ooh,
then,
maybe we can
you
have
know,
creme brulee here. The new
yeah.
era of entrepreneurs. It's about creme brulee. It's about
A
working
little hard on
hard.
the top, but then it's like really soft and
Oh my
um,
gosh. Yes, I think it's definitely very important, as you mentioned about AI and how things are rapidly changing. Uh, Yes, it's probably important to work harmoniously and have the soft skills and learn and grow consistently. But having the people who we are surrounding ourselves also to be in that mode.
Oh, people
So
make
we're
such a
constantly talking
difference.
about how the team needs to be smarter than us,
Yeah,
and then having that harmonious relationship. So then we are moving forward and being more smarter with our choices, our decisions, our team, the people that we have around us as well. Yeah. Okay.
absolutely. I love that because if you have the team who, and I remember one of the team meetings, I think the last team meeting when we had one of the team members giving credit for a new team member for them doing really well. And that like, stood out for me because it's important to acknowledge somebody who shines at something they do, no matter what stage, and really not feeling the guilt or feeling the this that they're better than me, but like appreciate and gratitude that their skill set can really come together and make a better world or make a better system, a better business, or better business decisions. And I love it. I love it. I
You're
think
talking
I think
abundance.
you're better at me at so many things. I think most of the things except for IT. I mean IT as in the MacBook stuff.
Thanks. Appreciate you. But that's a conversation for another day.
That's why
Okay.
I ask you to do so many things because I think you're
So
brilliant.
time for our unfiltered rapid fire harmony edition. Are you ready, Audrey?
Okay, fine.
So one thing that instantly grounds you.
Food, coffee and food.
I knew 100% that was coming
Oat
out of your
milk piccolo. You want to make me happy? Bring me a oat milk piccolo.
mouth. I love it. Love it. One word that describes harmony for you.
Passion.
Passion. Tell
Mm.
me more. What's passion?
That when I get excited about doing things and looking forward to things, then I'm in harmony. Because otherwise, I'm finding I have this kind of a little feel like radar. Where am I stuck? Where am I stuck? Where am I stuck in life? So I'm like literally playing a video game in my head that where is the next challenge? Where is the next challenge? And then I see something that I'm stuck in and I lose my passion and I get absorbed in solving it. So when I'm in passion mode, I'm in harmony. That means I haven't found anything to get stuck in.
Wow. Talk about being a fixer. Passion is
I
harmony.
told you stop getting into trouble because you keep me continuously in that stuck mode.
Thanks. You're not helping at all on this video, Audrey.
It's unfiltered.
One thing that you stopped apologizing for.
Stopped apologizing for. I actually over apologize. I've not stopped apologizing for anything. Yeah, I over apologize. Like I think I learned it in a very young age, being the younger one. Like if if it is not taking me to the outcome, the fastest outcome, then I'll do anything to solve it. If it's an apology, apology. But I think what the awareness and personal development journey did is it brought volition in that apology, brought awareness in that apology. So it stayed the same. But now when I apologize either I didn't understand or I didn't make an effort enough for you to understand. So I'll still apologize because either way, the other person hasn't realized it. So it's either, if they haven't got it, I haven't communicated it well, or I haven't got it, so I apologize anyways. So,
Love it. Now Audrey is going to explain every single rapid fire for us. So
no.
get ready to listen to her. So how do you reset after a very chaotic day, Audrey?
Oh my God. I love to be in my little fairy tale bed with all the lights and put some music and relax. That very rarely happens with a lot of things happening. And I'm learning to, I think a quick explanation is my life has become very full with a lot of amazing people in life. Earlier, it was very, very like me, myself, and you, and Ayan, and Kian. And so now it's like so many amazing human beings, and but that also means a lot of time commitment. So I'm making new peace with the full life is wonderful life.
Love it. Well, you were talking about how it directly relates to music when you're in bed. So, if harmony were a song, what would that be?
Oh, I love this song. I was just talking about it yesterday. So it's Dur Kinara by Shubha Mudgal. I love that. It just takes you in this complete trance. You got to listen to it. It's Dur Kinara, Duur, by Kinara. Have really good speakers and play it and just hello.
I love it because seems like harmony is not a destination. It's like a daily thing that you
Nothing is a destination, man. We always have bigger, bigger goals. I'm thinking about how we can have dinner or lunch in Mars. So
Okay. Right. Now we definitely have to build the harmony.
let's think big, dream big.
Oh, that'll be wonderful, wouldn't it? But it's very red, so maybe don't wear white.
The food needs to be good.
Yes, very good.
We can have some chia seed pudding. Nice one. And creme brulee. Creme brulee it is. I need to eat creme brulee.
Oh my gosh. So, for everyone watching, we know that harmony is not just a destination, it's a daily practice. So, what's your harmony hack? Don't forget to drop it in the comments because we might feature your story in our next episode. And next week, we're going to be delving into something very exciting. We're going to be talking about visibility and really the power of doing business through visibility. So, we will be talking more about authentically showing up online. So, don't forget to subscribe and share this with your tribe. And remember, life and business don't need balance, they need harmony. So, stay real, stay kind, stay unfiltered. And that's it from myself, Shweta Shankar. And
Audrey Fernandez here. Love to see you again. Bye bye.